Staying with KXLY, this is Nightside. I'm Aaron Luna. Vandalism, loitering, overnight camping, even human feces. It's what a business owner next door to House of Charity says he deals with every day. And that problem could get worse. This Saturday, the shelter will reduce its capacity by 50% due to operation and safety issues. That means dozens, possibly hundreds of homeless people will not have a place to stay. A problem the Spokane City Council is trying to fix. New on Nightside, Kyle Simchuk shows us one solution being considered. And Kyle, the city is calling on churches, nonprofits, even neighboring cities for help.
Well, Aaron, a new city shelter will open up next July, but until then, nearly 150 homeless people affected by cuts at House of Charity will have to find a place to sleep. Tonight, the city council passed a resolution to accept bids from nonprofits and churches to house some of the homeless.
There's urine here in this spot every single morning.
After 30 years at this location, Tracy Castle says he's close to calling it quits.
I love this location. I don't love what's happening down the street. The House of Charity is out of control.
He says his customers and his employees deserve a safe environment. But being 1 block away from House of Charity, that's not what they're getting.
I picked up several needles this morning.
And this weekend, there could be even more transients out on the street. House of Charity is cutting its number of beds by 50%. Right now, the shelter is just too crowded.
People are suffering and will suffer more. People will die likely. Business owners and property owners are just going to be beside themselves even more than they have been.
That's why Councilmember Brian Begg says finding emergency shelters for more than 100 people affected by HOC's reduction is critical. Tonight, council members passed a resolution to accept bids from nonprofits and churches to open temporary shelters.
This is not a City of Spokane issue. This is a community issue. So the community, we all need to work together.
This seems like an okay temporary solution, but it would be nice to know in the future if any of these issues come up that we get ahead of the game.
Those shelters would house transients until a new city shelter opens up next July. Once council members review the bids, their next major hurdle will be funding those emergency beds. In Spokane, Kyle Simchuk, KXLY for Nightside.